Sparkly baby pink is so flattering. Over time, I've come to notice that almost every brand that I've seen that carries sparkly makeup products carries at least one item that falls into this category. So if you saw my video on makeup products that deliver a sheer diamond-like sparkle and you felt like you needed an option where you got a little bit of pigment or it wasn't quite so icy, I do think that you'd find at least one of the items I'm going to talk about to be one that works for you. I also do feel that this tone of pink flatters a very wide range of skin tones. So let's go ahead and get into it. So of course, first we have to start off with the classic. We have Fenty's What a Brat. This is the Kilowatt Foil highlight. These highlights are, as the name implies, very foiled. This one has silver leaning sparkles throughout, and it's one that you could use on your cheeks, but you could also use it as an eyeshadow. I think you'll notice with a lot of the products that I'm talking about right now that they can be used in a variety of ways. And although this is a pricey highlight, they do sell a mini version, I believe in certain kits I've seen at Target and other places, and especially around the holidays. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. Next, we have a highlight from NYX. This is the Butter Melt highlight in the shade You Better Work. I've been so incredibly impressed with these highlighters from NYX. They have truly come out with a beautiful range, and this shade of pink is absolutely so ethereal and lovely. It's really not a sparkly formula, so it looks very smooth on the skin. So let's say that you liked the Fenty, but you were hoping for a formula that wasn't sparkly. I think this is a good option. It's also very affordable at around $12. Just a really great value in my opinion. I feel like I couldn't make this video and not talk about Dopamine Sparkle from HalfMagic Beauty. This is the first glitter puck that they came out with a few years ago, and it's remained a cult classic, and for good reason. It's very versatile. It can be used on the eyes, on the cheeks as a little bit of a highlight, as a body shimmer, and the formula actually has some water in it, which allows it to literally apply wet. And this formula also allows it time to adhere so that you really don't get fallout with it. The jar that it comes with a little sponge so that it locks that moisture in. My favorite way to use this one is as a one and done shadow. It looks very wet on the lids. Next, we have a Moondust shadow from Urban Decay. This is the shade Glitter Rock. I'm actually new to this one, but I definitely wish I had picked it up earlier. This is a very beautiful, almost bluey pink. And as you can see in the swatch, you get some multicolored sparkles with this one. I'm seeing different shades of pink and silver, maybe icy blue as well. To me, it definitely seems like one of the sparklier versions of the Moondust shadow that I've seen. Next, I really wanted to include a shadow from Beauty Creations. I have been so incredibly impressed with this brand because they deliver products that feel genuinely high-end in quality, but at price points that are truly unmatched. I've heard a lot of people tell me they've been able to get Beauty Creations from TJ Maxx, which means that they're probably even less than they retail for online. These shadows retail for $5 and they have such a good shade range. This shade in particular is a beautiful pink. It has a hint of gold in it, which gives it almost like a warm toned quality. It's definitely a brand that I'm keen to try more from and to feature more on my page. Next, we have a shadow from Lisa Aldridge. This is their Liquid Lurex. These are liquid shadows that have a beautiful sparkly and wet finish on the lids. I feel that these are incredibly underrated. I honestly haven't heard that many people talk about this formula, but it has truly snuck up on me as one of my favorite liquid shadow formulas that I ended up trying on a whim. They definitely are a little bit pricey, but I have not been disappointed by them. Once you apply them, they really stay put for the entire day. I just really hope to see that she comes out with more shades in this line. I'd especially love to see some more colorful and icy tone shades. And from Urban Decay, we have their new Glaze On Liquid Shadow formula. This is the shade Sunshine Tax. This is actually a duochrome shadow. It has an absolutely beautiful golden shift to it. This is another formula that looks very wet on the lids. I really love the little brush that it comes with. It makes it so fun and easy to apply on the go. I will honestly say that I have heard that this formula is a little bit polarizing. I've heard people either really love it or that it just doesn't work for them. So if you're interested in trying this formula, I'd recommend only picking up one shade, just to see if it works for you before committing to any more. And here's what all of those shades look like swatched on my arm. Let's go ahead and dive into the second set of shades that I wanted to talk about. And now from HalfMagic Beauty, we have the Sparkle Stick in the shade Twirlita. And if you like eyeshadow sticks, but you find that they're just not high impact enough for you, or they're not sparkly enough for you, then I think you'd get on well with this formula. Because they have this pen applicator, they can also be used as eyeliner, they can be used as graphic eye looks. Just a note that they do dry down very fast, so you have a little bit of playtime, but not much. You have to have a good idea of what you're going to do before you start your look. From Moira Cosmetics, we have one of their Dreamlight highlights in the shade Ballerina. Moira is another brand that I find myself really wanting to talk about a lot, use, and recommend because they have really high quality formulas at a very affordable price point. These highlighters retail for just under $10. They are very high impact. They genuinely feel luxury, and they perform well and last well. This shade in particular does have some sparkle in it, but it looks and applies very smoothly on the skin. Now we have a highlight from Cleona Cosmetics. As many of you know, I love Cleona because they carry some of my favorite duochromes and multichrome eyeshadows. And last year they came out with a range of highlighters called the Fruit Lighters, which was one of my favorite releases they did last year. They're sparkly highlights, but they come in such unique shades, including this pink, but also yellow and green and orange and red. They definitely really went for it, and these are so much fun. This is the shade Quench, and they also have really cute imprints of the fruits on the powders. And the little compacts are so aesthetically pleasing. Again, if you're not into sparkly highlights, I'd recommend trying something like this as an eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to talk about one of my favorite highlight formulas of all time. This is from KJH Brand. It's the shade Light Pink. And what I personally really love about this formula is that it has a wet finish on the skin. It doesn't have any sparkle in it whatsoever, and it just makes your skin look so healthy and glowy. It's very forgiving. It doesn't emphasize texture whatsoever. And I feel like if you're someone who says you're not a highlight person, I really do think you might like these. And don't get me wrong, these aren't like no makeup. You are gonna see the glow. They're just incredibly forgiving on the skin. And now from Rude Cosmetics, we have a highlight from their manga collection. If you're not familiar with Rude Cosmetics, they make some really great formulas at a very affordable price point. I want to say that these highlights are for somewhere around $7 or $8. The highlights in this collection are very sparkly and topper-like. I've also seen that the people that have tried them have also really enjoyed them. And in general, if you're looking for sparkly makeup at an affordable price point, this brand is one that I would recommend. Last but not least, we have a shade from REM Beauty. This is one of their Starlet liquid shadows, and this one was limited edition. It was part of the Wicked collection. It was the shade called It's Good to See Me, Isn't It? These liquid shadows really are underrated in my opinion. They're very sparkly and high impact. They stay put on the lids. They often go on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so you can get them 50% off during that time. And if you happen to like this shade and missed out on it, I would recommend checking out the shade Glitch, which is a part of their permanent lineup. Here's what all of the second set of shades look like swatched to my arm. I hope you found this video helpful. Definitely let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me do this style of video for another shade, and I'll see you in the next video.